Hi guys, Sourdough Kathy here, and I'm just out here outside. It is about 10 degrees, and I want to show you where those sticks are, is where I'm going to plant my onions. Now, as you can see, the snow is quite deep. That's about an 18-inch pot down there at the end, and then we have all the snow piled up over here. So it's going to be a while before that snow melts away, but our days are beginning to get longer and longer. I'm going to take you inside now, because one thing I will be able to do now is start my onions. So let's go get it. So guys, we're in the house now, and I am getting ready to make my soil for my onions. And what I've done is I have about half vermiculite and half Pro Mix, because it's what I had on hand. And I'm going to mix this up really good. And then I'm going to take and put my some worm castings into it. This is probably, I don't know, 2-3 cups maybe. I actually probably don't need all that, but it's okay. Not a problem. So long as it's not a large amount, because it will harden. If you know anything about worm castings, when they get dry, they harden. So you don't want to overdo your worm castings. Now, I got this recipe. This is something new for me. I got this recipe offline from a Utah University professor who, I guess they work a lot with marijuana and stuff, but he says this mix works for every kind of vegetable possible. And what they actually use is peat moss and the vermiculite, plus they add some dolomite. But because my water here has been over neutralized, because we're on well water, so they put salts and all kinds of other things in it, I run my water through a dechlorinator filter, and then what I do is I took some citric acid and brought my pH level down to around 7, between 6.8 and 7. And you can buy meters to do that, and don't buy a cheap one because they won't work. You want to get yourself a good one. So I'm going to plant onions, so I'm going to fill up my little containers here today, and I'm just putting it in dry, because what I like to do is put the water in and let the water get soaked up. So we'll do this, and we'll see how this new mixture works compared to my own mixture, which used to be coconut coir, a little bit of soil, or not soil, but potting mix, and my worm castings. It's pretty boring, isn't it, watching me fill up these little containers here? Hope not too much so. As I told you, it's quite cold out today because the wind chill factor is making it even worse. It's really like 18 degrees, but then when you add the wind chill, it really takes it down. And when it's like that, you really don't even want to go outside. So it's nice to be able to do something like this on a day when it's too cold to really go out. It's almost dinner time, so I'm getting this done now so that I can pop it up for you guys. Okay, I got them all filled up. I'm going to move this aside. And now I'm going to put my water into the bottom, which I have right here. It's going to take quite a bit to soak up all that. And this has been brought down to the pH level of about a 7. And then I'm going to take my onion seeds. I hope that light helps a little bit there. And I will begin to start placing them in. I think I'm going to make, well, not I think, I am going to make 2 rows of each one, or rather, there's 6, 12, 18 of each. And I really don't care how many seeds get in here because I don't know how many will actually, these are new seeds, so they should work out just fine. And if they're together, they're fine, because onions are very resilient, I found. You can actually put them in and pull them apart later, even after they've knotted up. And right now I'm putting in Walla Wallas. If I'm sniffly, it's because I got this soil in my nose, unfortunately. So I'm just going to put these in here like this. Got a few more there for the last one over here. And this last one. I don't know how much of this you got. It looks like you're seeing it. Alright. I'm probably putting about 3 to 4 in each one. And if I don't use them all, it's not a great loss, you know. Now I'm going, these are white sweet Spanish that are going to go up the other side. Plant those in there. And onions don't like to be deep, so you don't want to plant them real deep. And that's the one thing I learned outside. You don't plant your onions deep, and when they start coming up, you want to move that soil away from the bulb itself, because it can rot them, it can do all kinds of things. It will prevent them from growing larger. But last year, because of the rains and whatnot, towards the end of the season, we were starting to get ones that were splitting because of too much rain. So for anyone who, and I learned from a neighbor here who comes from California, provided your soil is at about 46 degrees Fahrenheit, you can put them out early and you're not going to harm them. And last year, even though I thought I was going to lose them all because I had put them out so early, it was exactly 46 degrees in the soil. I did put some plastic around them to protect them from wind mostly, but they grew fine, and we still have onions. And I'm going to show you. We still have onions left, which is just amazing to me. Here's another one, still there. I just found one that was no good. This one's gone bad, but considering that they came out in August, it's been great. It's been absolutely wonderful not to have to buy any onions. Alright, so I'm just kind of putting the soil down a little bit around them, and then just wait for them to absorb the water. And that's all there is to planting onion seeds. Not a big deal. And when they begin to pop up, I'm going to put a sheet of plastic on top of these. Hope you can see that there. Yeah, you can. I'm going to put a sheet of plastic on it, put them under the lights, and we'll just wait. I thank you for watching. I love and miss y'all. I will try to start getting out more and more videos. I'd like a comment, a subscription, anything you're willing to do. But I love your comments. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.